You know that moment when Sunday finally feels quiet? That's me, standing in front of my washing machine, holding a basket that's almost as big as me. I throw everything in, press the button, and silence. The good kind. The kind that says, you made it through the week. I love this word laundry. It sounds soft, like Sunday itself. While the machine starts to spin, I make myself a little playlist. Something slow, something warm. The clothes tumble and I lean against the counter, just watching. It's weirdly calming, like meditation, but with fabric softener. Then, of course, one sock falls behind the machine every single time. I reach down, trying to grab it, and almost lose balance. My hair falls into my face, and I try not to laugh too loudly because the neighbors might think I'm losing it. I mean, it's just a sock, but somehow it feels like a mini battle. When the machine hums quietly, I start to feel that clean energy already, like life's resetting one cotton t-shirt at a time. I breathe in that fresh smell, and suddenly the week doesn't feel so heavy anymore. Maybe it's not about doing things perfectly. Maybe it's just about starting small. One wash, one breath, one quiet Sunday moment. And yeah, the missing sock, I'll find it someday, probably when I move out. I tell myself I just need a few things. Just a few. You know how that goes. I grab my tote bag, throw on a denim jacket, and head to the store. The air feels crisp, and I kind of love it. It's that calm before Monday feeling, when everything's slower and softer. Inside, I start with coffee, always coffee. Then I pick up some oats, a candle, and somehow a bar of chocolate that I definitely didn't plan to buy. My brain says essentials. My heart says self-care. I walk through the aisles, humming along to the background music, pretending my cart is my best friend. At the checkout, the cashier smiles and says she likes my sweater. I laugh a little. It's just the same one I wear every weekend, but her kindness somehow brightens up the whole moment. I hand over my card and think, how nice it is when strangers make you feel seen. When I step outside, the sunlight feels soft on my face. My bag's heavier than I expected, but my mood's lighter. Maybe that's what a Sunday reset really is. Small errands, small joys, and the feeling that everything's quietly falling into place.
Back home, I drop my grocery bag on the counter and see my desk, my little battlefield of the week. Not a mess, exactly, but a quiet collection of chaos. 2 mugs, a notebook half under my laptop, a candle that died on Wednesday. I roll up my sleeves and start wiping the surface, slow and steady. The cloth slides across the wood with that soft sound that instantly calms me. I love this verb, wipe. It sounds simple, but it means renewal. You wipe off what doesn't serve you, wipe away the noise, and make room for something new. I stack up my books neatly, throw away old receipts, and put back my skincare bottles where they actually belong. Every small action adds up, like proof that tiny effort still counts. When a bit of water spills from my cup, I grab a towel quickly, pat it dry, and smile to myself. No stress, no drama, just life. I light a fresh candle, and the smell of vanilla fills up the space, wrapping everything in quiet. For a moment, I just stand there, breathing slowly, listening to the hum of my apartment. It's strange how cleaning can clear up more than dust. It clears out the noise in my head, too. I sit down, stretch my arms, and let that tiny, satisfying peace settle in. My desk looks calm. My brain does too. Maybe that's all a reset really is, a small moment that feels like balance. I make myself a cup of tea and sit down with my notebook. The quiet kind of moment that makes Sunday feel like a pause button. I open up the first empty page, and the sound of paper instantly calms me. I take out my favorite pen, the one that always leaks ink a little, and of course, it stops working. I shake it, scribble a few lines, try again, nothing. Typical. I laugh softly and dig through the drawer until I find another one. It works like magic. Small win. I start writing slowly. Not goals, not plans, just little thoughts that float around. The word reset keeps showing up. I love that word. It doesn't mean start over, it means start better. I write down how my day felt cleaner, lighter, quieter. I look out the window for a second, watching the light move across the wall, and it feels like even the room is breathing with me. I list out tiny things I'm grateful for: soft socks, the smell of laundry, that first sip of tea. I underline the word slow 3 times. I draw a little heart in the corner because, honestly, it feels nice to care again. When I close the notebook, I rest my hands on the cover and take in that stillness. No notifications, no rush, just me being here. I sip the last bit of tea, stretch my arms, and smile. Maybe the real Sunday reset isn't about doing things. It's about finally hearing yourself think. I walk into the bathroom, hair up in a loose bun, ready for what I like to call the calm chapter of my Sunday. I tie back the last strand of hair, wash off the day, and open up my favorite green face mask. It smells like eucalyptus and peace. I smooth it on slowly, and it feels cold at first, then soft, like my skin is finally exhaling. Just as I set the timer, my phone buzzes. It's Mia, of course. I pick up the video call and she immediately starts laughing. I mean, fair. I look like a mint-colored alien. I laugh too, trying not to crack up the mask. She asks about my Sunday reset, and I tell her about my laundry victory, my clean desk, my journal pages. She nods along, sipping coffee, saying, "I sound like a peaceful grandma." Compliment accepted. I love the word reset. It sounds soft, but it's powerful. To reset means to pause, to take back control in tiny ways. I lean closer to the mirror, watching the mask dry into that funny, tight texture. My reflection looks calm, maybe a little green, but calm. When the timer goes off, I rinse it off with warm water, pat dry my skin, and run fingers over my cheeks. Smooth, fresh, human again. I look up at my reflection and smile, because this kind of care isn't about beauty. It's about coming back to yourself, one gentle Sunday at a time. By the time evening rolls around, the apartment smells faintly like clean laundry and vanilla candles. I walk into the kitchen, open the fridge, and immediately realize I forgot to plan dinner. Classic me. I scan through the shelves. There's pasta, a zucchini, some cheese. That's enough. I grab a pan, fill up a pot with water, and turn on some slow jazz, like I'm in a movie about peaceful productivity. As the water starts to boil, I chop up the veggies, trying not to make too much noise. I like the verb stir. It's simple, calm. You stir in flavors, stir up warmth. I stir the pasta, taste it, add salt, maybe too much, but whatever. I sprinkle on cheese, and suddenly it smells like comfort. While everything sizzles, I lean against the counter and just breathe. Cooking used to feel like work. Now it feels like presence. I set down my plate at the table, light a candle, and take a bite. It's not perfect, but it's warm, it's mine, and it's enough. I love how dinner slows everything down. Each bite reminds me to be here. Not tomorrow, not next week, just this moment. I finish up, wash the dishes slowly, and watch the last light fade outside the window. Sundays don't have to be productive to matter. Sometimes they just have to taste like peace. The night comes quietly, like it knows I'm ready for it. I turn off the kitchen light and walk into my room, still smelling faintly of dinner and candles. My bed looks extra soft tonight, maybe because I actually made it this morning. I pull back the blanket, light one last candle, and set my phone on silent. It feels almost rebellious to not scroll. I like the phrase, wind down. It's gentle. You don't stop suddenly. You just slow down, breathe out, let go. I brush through my hair, fold up a sweater that's been sitting on my chair all week, and dim the light. Everything feels still, like the air's been cleaned. Then I remember the laundry, of course. I walk over to the washing machine, open it up, and there it is, the final Sunday quest. I pull out the warm clothes, shake them gently, and hang them up one by one. The smell is fresh, the kind that makes you feel like you did something right today. When I crawl into bed again, it's almost silent, except for the faint hum of the city outside. My skin feels soft, my room feels calm, and my mind finally feels empty. In the best way. I close my eyes, take in one slow breath, and smile. No perfect reset, no checklists. Just a quiet heart, ready to start again.